Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 22. Two little bloodthirsters, 22 of my Skarbrand Campaign, where we've just been killing Kislev, really. Kislev, Cathay, anyone who gets in our way, as is, Khorne's thing. It's just what he likes to do, isn't it? Likes a pint of blood down the old blood pub. Which is probably a thing. Now, how long before... You've got 3 turns of Bloodthirst Attrition. That's fine. Your army is kind of fucked. But if I leave it there, we might get a decent garrison. We do have Valmir von Rukov with a bunch of... I mean, to be fair, if you think about it right, like, demons are basically interdimensional horrors. I mean, look at Skarbrand or Hulk Hogan. I mean, look at these guys. They're fucking terrifying. It's like Doom. Except rather than, power armor and a fucking shotgun, you've got fluffy pantaloons and a sharp stick. And they're still like, well, let's give it a pop. You have to hand it to the Empire. The sharp stick, I mean. It's the only thing they've got, really. But, good job. I did some fiddling about with magic items, which now means that Hulk Hogan here has Star Kraken Killer, which gives him 250... It's one of the weapons from the Realm of Khorne, which I kind of was hoping that we would eventually run into, and which does mean that his weapon strength is 1.1k, and he has 118 melee attack, which is fine. Also, he now has the ability where it's got a cooldown of 120 seconds, but effectively gives him... How long does it last? It just says regeneration, active ability. I don't quite understand how that works, because it doesn't have a duration. It almost feels like it's like constant, but it's not. But I don't quite understand how that works, so... Unless it's just like 1 tick, which would seem not great, but I don't know. I mean, it's not the chain sword, but, never mind. You are kind of garbage, so I'm getting rid of you. Now, do we head south? Wow, an entire stack of peasant boys. That's a mood, isn't it? I mean, it's a mood. It's very squishy. Again, bunch of boys, peasants, mostly working on the farm, and take a big shot step and try and poke interdimensional horrors with it. Fair play to them. Fair bloody play. I wouldn't. I'd like send in the fucking tanks. Nuke them. Don't poke them with a stick. It's just going to make them angry. What else we got going on? Okay, we can upgrade to you. We've got the port there, which is fine. You can hop in. You can hop in here. And we'll see if we can lure in some armies, maybe. Who knows? Who fucking knows? We'll probably get spotted. I know... Oh, there's... What's his face? There he is. We're literally surrounded by enemies, but you'll note they're just out of range. Blah, 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 blah. Relentless rage. Perfect. Blah, blah, blah. Savage blow. Blah, blah. Right, so I attack either this army or this army, and they will instantly just book it, won't they? They'll just run away. They're just raiding me at far... You know what? This is a very good example of something that I've wanted to show to Creative Assembly for a little while. So, so basically, I've just taken that save, and I'm going to take this picture as well. So I'm just going to... There we go, little picture there, just to go, look, right, I can attack in any direction, these guys will just book it. I mean, maybe attacking these guys, they will fight back. Is it worth taking a punt? I think it's worth a punt, isn't it? The problem is, then we've got, like, we've literally got enemies all around us, which is just insane, isn't it? Okay, well, let's try and kill these guys, seeing as this might give me a good fight. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. You do want to fight. Ah, perfect. I could lightning strike, but then I won't be able to kill everyone, and what's the point in that? Mate, you're going to have to pronunciate slightly more. It was just something, skull, something. be honest, that's probably accurate. Anyway, so we've got enemy reinforcements coming in a minute and a half. So we're going to have to be a little bit sharpish here, take out the initial force. Although they do have 4 Terracotta Sentinels, which is quite a lot of Terracotta Sentinels. And the reinforcements are mostly just peasant boys, but they do have a lot of missile fire in that. So Hulk Hogan immediately slamming into the enemy lines. Literally slamming into the enemy. I need them to take out the... What the fuck is going on with their heads? Did their head turn before their body does? I mean, it makes sense. They're just big statues, aren't they? All right, we're going to have to... Right, Hulk Hogan. Oh, Mr. H, can you take out the Terracotta Sentinels, please? There's a lot of them. Meanwhile, we have our flanking force on the left. Minotaurs, Blood Crushers, and of course the Flesh Hounds moving in around that flank. And then we have the centre, the Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne. Mr. Hogan has 1.4k weapon strength, which means he can do a lot of damage, but it looks like the Terracotta Sentinels are going to team up against him as all 4 of them come in and sort of like catch him in. This is like a John Wick's type maneuver. I watched that films. They're fine. The fight scenes go on a bit long, but I think that's mostly what the film is. But I was just, you know, I was fighting a battle in Total War, and I fought a little bit, turned back to the screen, they were still fighting, did a little bit more, turned back, nope, still going, still the same fight. So I was like, well, maybe they should just stop sending people into this meat grinder. Talking of sending people into this meat grinder, Cathay are currently getting their ass whooped. Bloodletters now slamming into the lines there, the Jade Warriors rushing back to try and slow their advance. Some of the Terracotta Sentinels breaking off. I mean, Hulk Hogan has taken a bit of a beating, but he's also managed to wreck a couple of the Terracotta Sentinels. Enemy reinforcements have arrived, and they are piling fire on Hulk Hogan. Fortunately, we do have the Minotaurs now rushing into view to help out, as well as the Blood Crushers and the Flesh Hounds are fast-moving units. They're rushing in to engage. Ah, there we go, slamming into the Iron Hell Gunners. They're going to have a bad time. Meanwhile, the Blood Crushers also now moving in. Locking down those missile units so they can't open fire on me. I mean, I like the Blood Crushers, but they can't really crush anything, seeing as we don't have the fucking Blood Pack yet. CA! CA! What the fuck are you doing? Okay, Hulk Hogan continuing to just mash these Terracotta Sentinels. I think... What? No. Okay, so a lot of them are taking a lot of damage. And Hulk Hogan's... Oh! Is he doing it? He's good God, they've got Inspired Defense 3. That's some 40 more melee defense. Fortunately, Hulk Hogan has 134 melee attack, so he's doing okay. Now, we do have that weapon thingy, and apparently the ability lasts for 30 seconds. So, he basically gets 1.6% health for 30 seconds, which is quite a lot of health. Which means that he can easily... There we go, so he's healing up now, and his vigor as well. So basically he's now tired, but that should go back up to fresh, and his health is rocketing back up. That Terracotta Sentinel is getting absolutely destroyed now. They're surrounded by Bloodletters. Yeah, there we go. So you can see this guy over here just getting chipped away. Very, very nice. Oh, and another one down. Hulk Hogan has 4,000 damage dealt, value as gold, because he's just been smashing Terracotta Sentinels left, right, and centre. And the Terracotta Sentinel there is the only thing left on the battlefield. The rest of the Cathay forces have been annihilated. Okay, excellent. We'll take the replenishments. Make sure we're in tip-top condition. And we'll have to move back to deal with... all this stuff. There's probably... my guess is they'll probably charge the settlement. I'll bet you will. I'll bet you bloody will. Garen fucking tees, he says. I mean, they should do, but maybe... unless they attack it in one turn. I don't think they will. What do I like here? More armor and charge. Yeah.
Khorne's army requires more might.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we're under siege there. Castalton. Yep, that is to be expected.
Skarbrand.
You are going to run away. I have no doubts. Yep, you will definitely run away. If we get some defenses here, we should be fine. To be honest, if we meander in, I mean, we can almost reach him over there. You know what? If we come over here, in fact, if we come over like here, and again, we go into ambush stance so that they may decide to come and attack us. Maybe. And again. Okay, you guys can just chill there for a sec. And this is why you need walls everywhere. Because, I mean, if I were to leave those settlements, they get instantly attacked by these AI armies that are just staying at arm's reach, keeping an eye on things. They can outnumber me, so they can do it. They can leave armies just to be doing absolutely bugger all. Again here. Just out of range. We could cross the river here and then head for Karak Dun. We can take that out. I mean, they've got like, how many? They've got 2 armies there, minimum. We know they've got another army over here. We've got another army down here. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I will not obey.
I mean, maybe I could...
Unhand the supreme patriarch.
I mean, there's a reasonable garrison there, so I don't think Castalton will attack. I mean, realistically, he probably should, right? Realistically, attacking is probably the sensible option. Sometimes the AI does very aggressive things, and that's a nice, pleasant surprise. More often than not, it just... Yeah, he didn't. Oh, you are attacking that, though. I mean, we do have reinforcements. It says Pyrrhic Victory. I'm not actually sure I can win that, but you know what? Might be fun. Alright, so Cathay are coming from all 4 entrances to the settlements, which is fine. I mean, to be honest, I probably would have bulked my forces up. Attacking in all 4 locations it's not necessarily the worst idea, but it does mean that you're not particularly strong in any one place. So at this point, it's kind of a case of I'm just going to knock one lot out and then move around and basically just knock each attack out one by one. Now, initially we want to take out the cannon, so we're bringing some bloodletters here. Summoned bloodletters are going to attack the Grand Cannon. Knocked out. They are going to drop a meteor on it as well. I should have thought of this and maybe like sent my bloodletters to attack the Peasant Long Spearmen, but to be honest, it's not really going to do that much damage, and then we should be able to finish off the Grand Cannon, which will be fine. We do have a couple of Sky Junks as well in this army. One launching missiles at the flying units over here, which I'm going to use basically to knock out this group of enemies. But first I need to knock out that Sky Junk. They've only got Jade Warriors, some Spearmen, and some Archers down here, plus this Sky Junk, so we're just going to throw the Fury. The Fury should be able to tear through that fairly effectively, and then we can send in the Chaos Warriors who are defending this part of the settlement. This unit of Chaos Warriors has got pounded by the cannons, but the cannon's now out of operation, and so they're going to have to advance into the settlement. There's not really much here. Unit of Jade Warrior Crossbowmen taking a little bit of damage already. Over this side of the battlefield, a little bit of a stronger attack over here. They do have these Iron Hail Gunners, but they're not holding them in reserve to make the best use of their fire. They're literally just charging them in. We're going to charge in as well. Ooh, those rockets could be nasty. We need to take that out, so we're going to send a Bloodthirster, one of our 2 Bloodthirsters, the one with more health, basically, to go and deal with that. One of them's only got like a literal... There we go, he's got like 143 health. Not really very much. This attack over here is a little bit on the slow side, and our reinforcements have come in with the enemy reinforcements. Now, this isn't necessarily a good idea, because... Now, well, I was thinking maybe this would work out to our advantage, but actually what happens is we just get fucking mobbed immediately. I think probably because we had already quite a few... I should have put them on AI control. If I put them on AI control, then more of them would have... Basically, the entire army would have come in at the same time. I think because I've got some forces here already, basically I'm blocking reinforcements from coming in, and that means they're coming in drips and drabs right in to the face of an entire army of Cathay, which of course isn't working out very well for them. So they are going to struggle there, but they will hold up the enemy reinforcements. Bloodthirster making his way over to the Sky Junk to beat that up. This is going very well for us. We just need to finish off those Jade Warrior Crossmen, and basically this attack has been blunted. This one as well, and this one as well over here. You can see the Bloodthirst has taken out our Sky Junk, and now the Furies are mopping up the Jade Warriors, backed up by those Chaos Warriors. So far, the Cathay attack has faltered pretty much on all fronts. This one, I'm holding them at bay, but they are pushing forward. They've got their general over here. I don't really have anything to deal with him at the moment, but that's generally fine. Because the reinforcements coming in here, we're building up a level 4 tower, which may not have been the right choice, actually. A level 3 may have been the better option. Jade Warrior crossbows getting mauled by those bloodletters, and then we're just going to poke our head out, knock out this cannon, and then rush back inside. The enemy reinforcements have taken a bit of a beating here, but fairly intact, and they've managed to take out my entire reinforcement group. Not that that's a major issue, to be honest, because we should be able to deal with them anyway. The Bloodthirst is just hiding behind the Sky Junk here, because that cannon was shooting at him, but hiding behind the Sky Junk, of course, they can't get a bead on him, and so we're just sitting there waiting for him to poke his head out of the side, but... They've got slightly bigger problems as our forces now throw themselves out of the settlements to attack the Grand Cannon, because their attacks are currently obstructed, and now they're on fire. Ooh, nasty. Okay. Okay, it's all coming together. We can see out the top of the mountain. There we go. That's nice, isn't it? A lot of rocks. Not a very deep mountain, never mind. I would say that the structural integrity of that ceiling is to be suspect, and probably not a good idea to build a city underneath it, but what do I know? The Jade Warrior Crossbowmen just sticking around for a little bit longer to get some shots off, but then the Chaos Warhounds ripping into them, backed up by the Furies. Then we're going to send them over to deal with the enemy general over here. Looks like the Peasant Long Spearmen not making much of an impression on the Chaos Warriors of Khorne, failing to kill any, while the Chaos Warriors are just chewing through them. And over here, we're taking a little bit of fire there from the Chaos Warriors, but just the Wujing War Compass and the Grand Cannon artillery crew continuing to meander around. Pulling back into the settlement here, there's an enemy Sky Junk has spawned in, and it's taking pot shots at me. Does it have, like, it's got rockets and normal shots, has it? Okay, fair enough. They've also got War Bears and a Terracotta Sentinel, but we have defences coming online over here. So we've got this little tower. It's a level 2 tower, which is going to start pounding them with cannonballs. And then over here, it should be launching skulls, really, shouldn't it? Just like screaming, flaming skulls with blood coming out of them. Blood skulls. Blood flaming skulls. That's pretty much Khorne to a T. So we're pulling back here so that we can basically pound them for as long as possible. We have sent in some summoned in bloodletters. We've used the Relentless Rage on them, which basically means they can't die while that is in effect on them. So hopefully they'll kill as many as possible. They're up to 24 kills. It's not great, but it's okay. I probably should have spawned them in a little bit more. I think to be honest, the artillery is doing more damage to the enemy than I am. So here comes the enemy infantry marching in. A Grand Cannon crew as well joining in. I'm not. Is that Grand? Are all their cannons destroyed? Did I wreck their cannons? No, one of the cannons is still operational, so really they should be manning that and using that, because that's going to do more damage than they are. But far be it from me to tell them what to do. The enemy general is currently getting mobbed. The Bloodthirster with only 24 hit points left at this point. He's done very well, actually. He's got 72 kills. Considering he only started the battle with like 100 hit points. And that is pretty impressive. Will he survive? If he takes one more hit, he will die. But it looks like they're taking pot shots at the Furies. And that's not working out very well for him. He's going down. Mayday! Mayday! I hope he's got a parachute. He does not. Okay, so basically all the attacks have been blunted. It's just the reinforcements left to deal with. The Wujing War Compass has got lost and is currently marching towards the city centre. But that's a bad neighbourhood for you to be in, buddy. Very bad neighbourhood. He's about to have a bad day. Oops, never mind. Okay, here we go. Last major attack coming in. Sending in the Bloodletters. Ooh, nice hit there. Bloodletters streaming down the streets. Backed up by that flaming cannon attack, which is pretty nice. Missile units are moving in, as those warbears, but the tower just taking chunks out of that peasant force. Not that the peasant force is going to be particularly effective against, Bloodletters, who are very good against infantry, which the peasants are. I mean, even the warbear riders are going to struggle a little bit. More Bloodletters being summoned in to get the attention of those peasant archers. You can see the peasant archers already starting to struggle. The Bloodletters, on the other hand, racking up the kills very, very rapidly. Relentless Rage being popped on them, which means they can't die. Which means they're just going to continue to murder everything within range. Up to 30 kills already and breaking both units of those peasant archers. Here come the Flyboys. The Furies have arrived. Did that Bloodthirster die? I think the Bloodthirster died. He did his best. He was a little Bloodthirster that could, until he, got killed. Never mind. I'm sure Khorne's going to be patting him on the back and going, good effort, buddy. Good effort. The Furies may be dying in their hordes, but I don't have to worry about it really, because looks like most of the enemy army is now breaking. That Bloodthirster that took out that other Sky Junk is now attacking this Sky Junk, which means they can't do anything. And there we go. The enemy army is starting to break. Just the Terracotta Sentinel to deal with, really. And Terracotta Sentinel versus an entire angry garrison of Khorne is probably not going to last that long. Okay. I mean, we lost most of our Furies, but that's fine, because we don't care about them. I could take the money, but I got 168,000, so I think I'll just take the skulls. I've got enough skulls, to be fair, but what do you give the person who's got everything? Oh, hello. Andre. How do I feel about this? Yeah, I mean, this seems fine. It says Pyrrhic Victory. Banner of the Hunter King. King. I'm going to give that to you. I don't really know what that does, but that's fine. I'm just going to give it to the Minotaurs, because the Minotaurs are, of course, best. Oh, actually, I might give this to the Bloodletters, and then they can kind of help out. Those are just Sky Lanterns, right? They're not missile thingies. Yep, nope. We can't reach them with anything. We're just going to have to ignore them and kill everyone else, but that shouldn't take too much effort. What have you got? The Sword of Teclis and the Idol of Darkness. Fair play. So you can see the number of Sky Junks that we're going to be dealing with here, and it's a lot, and I have nothing to deal with them. I don't even have, like, a summoned Bloodthirster. So we're just going to have to destroy the enemy army and just weather the fire coming in from them. Haven't they got like 7? 6 fucking sky junks. Ugh. Sky lanterns even. Okay, we're summoning in some Bloodletters of Khorne. That's to get the attention of all of these Jade Warriors, so that our Minotaurs, who are currently flanking around through the trees over here, have a nice juicy target to hit. You can see the Halbards trying to move to engage the Minotaurs, but not bracing themselves, which means that's a terrible state. The Minotaurs coming in like an absolute juggernaut, slamming into the rear of their line. And already, these Jade Warriors are in a lot of trouble. I mean, anyone who gets near a Minotaur is in a lot of trouble. So far, so good. So that little engagement's going okay. We need to get the Blood Crushers around the flank and into these missile units. They're doing a lot of damage to us already. The Bloodletters throwing themselves at the front of the enemy army. We are taking a little bit of a charge there by some Jade Warrior Halbards. They'd probably be better off on the defense, but never mind. The Bloodletters, Exalted Bloodletters, chopping their way through everything that gets in their way. Enemy cavalry not really able to get a flanking attack, so this seems fine. Over here the Blood Crushers getting in on the flank there, knocking out those Jade Warrior crossbows, but we do have some Celestial Dragon Guard heading this direction with their very prodigious melee defense there. They aren't very tired though, so obviously they've marched into range of us. They're not going to hit those Blood Crushers on the flank, not really a great position to be in. That Terracotta Sentinel is going to be a tough one to deal with. The Minotaurs should be fine against it, but probably won't kill it very effectively. It's not the best. It's not the best target for the Minotaurs. The Minotaurs mulch enemy infantry. They don't really want to be fighting something big like that. And all the time, those Sky Lanterns just taking pot shots at us, not doing very much damage, but it's bad enough. Celestial Dragon Guard getting slammed. A little rear charge there, causing them to turn about. Some Bloodletters being spawned in as well. I've decided these guys need to die. So in come the Bloodletters to help out. Basically getting amongst them, take some of the pressure off the Blood Crushers. Blood Crushers now coming in to attack the rear of the enemy army. Good little charge there that wiped out most of the enemy infantry, who are now desperately trying to flee the battlefield. A few of the Jade Lancers getting a charge in there, trying to do some damage, but failing abjectly. We do have the Celestial Dragon Crossbowmen again, very nasty. I mean, 64 missile strength is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But thankfully, they didn't get many shots off, basically. They got roundly thrashed before they managed to do anything. Terracotta Sentinel, we need to kill that, because as long as that's on the ground and alive, the Sky Lanterns will just be able to sit up there taking pot shots. And they've already done quite a lot of damage. Can we see how much damage? 382. I mean, that's not too bad. 409. That's okay. You've got... Oof. Yeah, you're doing a lot of damage. Oh, fucking Sky Lanterns. It's fucking pain in the ass. What a nightmare. I need some Furies or something to deal with them. I got nothing. Got nothing. Not a sausage. The enemy general as well needs to be routed, but 15 leadership. That looks pretty imminent. Jade Warrior. I mean, the Cathay forces are holding together ridiculously well. I think it's mostly because they have a lot of balance of power left, due to the fact they've got those fucking Sky Lanterns, which I can't attack. If I could attack them, I'd destroy them easily. But until they invent a rocket pack for a Minotaur, we're just plumb out of luck. Just this little light in the distance lighting off with a terrified moo. The Celestial Dragon Guards still aren't dead, and they're attacking the Minotaurs. Now, obviously, these guys do have anti-large. Got 20 bonus anti-large, which increases their weapon strength to 60, and then melee attack to about 70, which does make them quite nasty for the Minotaurs to deal with. Fortunately, the Minotaurs are still better, so should be able to murder them fairly effectively. Yep, that works out quite nicely. Those guys are dead. Everyone's dead. Just those fucking Sky Lanterns, who are about to start routing, but it's going to take a little while. God, those Sky Lanterns were annoying. I just had to wait for them to plink away at me. Let's take the replenishment, because we did take a bit of a beating there. Where is this? Oh, you know what? I can't be asked. Yeah. Alright, we did kill a bunch of people. They did actually attack me. That's good. Is this the guy with all... Oh, hello. Andre the Giant. Obviously bring us to slaughter, mate. Andre... Nope, that's Andrew. Andre the bigger giant. Okay, you, my friends, are going to get wrecked. Get fucked. And can we kill you as well? You'll probably just run away. Oh no, we're not out of range. Just out of range. Never mind. And I'm guessing you'll probably run away if I attack you. I could be wrong. Yep, you're just going to run. Oh, but am I in range? I am in range. Oh, but I'm in range of a lot of people.
No way.
No way. Way.
Exalted bloodthirster.
Oh, so much way. Oh no, actually, let's give you immortality. That's probably more important right about now. Let's give you slaughter and kill.
Supreme Deathbringer.
Okay. So, ooh, they've got 2 sky junks. That's gonna sting.
Savage doom is upon you.
Is it better to charge dwarves
I bow only.
or sky junks? I'm thinking I think we attack the dwarves first, and then... So, my logic here is, if we attack the dwarves first...
Ice magic is craven.
Shush, Hogan. Then we can wait, we can wipe out the dwarves before New Wu shows up.
Slaughter them.
That's... I mean, we could lightning strike, but where is the fun in that? Hulk Hogan has been a very busy boy. But has he met his match with Ungrim the Slayer King? I mean, no. Bloodthirster should kick the shit out of him. Hulk Hogan is going to absolutely... He's going to put him in a headlock and then just drop kick him or something. I don't know. Yeah, already Ungrim is quite low on health now. Hulk Hogan having done a considerable amount of damage almost immediately. Looks like Ungrim is going to try and take on Jake the Snake as an easier target. And Hulk Hogan is now on fire. However, if they think fire is going to do anything to Hulk Hogan, they are sorely mistaken. Minotaurs moving in on the flanks. We need to lock those Iron Drakes into combat before they can get too many shots off. And more importantly, we need to knock out this Dwarf army before the enemy reinforcements come in about a minute. So we're wrapping around, immediately just wrapping around the enemy army. We've got them bang to rights here. Look at this. Most of the dwarves already routing. Is Ungrim dead? I think Ungrim's dead already. He just went down like a ton of bricks. Absolutely brutal. And we're now just chopping dwarves to pieces left, right, and centre. We need to pick up the pace because they're 30 seconds. Come on, lads, hurry up. Only good dwarf is a dead one. Okay, well, I think we're going to have to... the dwarves are mostly either running or dead. So I think now what we need to do is just immediately get up there to try and meet them as they're going to arrive in 15 seconds. So, the dwarves are just going to be ignored. A few slayers survive, 12 slayers. Just going to piss them off that they survived and all their friends died horribly. A few Iron Drakes. I don't know if they will stick about. A few Longbeards. Yeah, pretty much everything else dead. Some Trollhammer Torpedoes managed to get away somehow. I'm not entirely sure how that did. And the Runesmith as well was down the bottom of the hill. It's like they were pulling away from that engagement. Enemy reinforcements also coming in from behind. I'm not too concerned about that, though, because it's just a couple of units. We do have the Sky Junks here, and I'm more concerned about the Sky Junks just tearing holes in my infantry more than anything else. So we're going to send Hulk Hogan in. Helpfully killing quite a few of their own Great Longmar Riders. Thanks there. And Hulk Hogan taking quite a lot of missile fire as he heads overhead. Most of it just Jade Warrior crossbows. There is some Celestial Dragon crossbows as well, which will be doing quite a lot of damage. Fortunately, we do have our Healy Magic, so we can basically just, you know, heal all our boo-boos immediately and bring in some Bloodletters to cause a little bit of chaos and confusion amidst the ranged forces. They can't keep shooting at us. Meanwhile, more and more units racing up the hill to help out. Minotaurs slamming into a unit of Jade Warriors and some Celestial Dragon Guards as well. But the Minotaurs should be fine. I mean, they've got a lot of melee attack, a lot of weapon strength, bonus versus infantry as well. They've got 18 bonus versus infantry, so yeah, they're going to be really making a mess of any infantry in our way. Poor old Jake the Snake is taking on Terracotta Sentinel. Not the best idea, because they do have quite a lot of damage and a reasonable melee attack as well. Unfortunately, help is on the way to help out there. We've already taken out one Sky Junk. Need to take out the rest, and the little missile infantry contingent has been overwhelmed. You see Minotaurs and Blood Crushers and Plague Drones. Oh my! And looks like the Sky Junk with only 449 health left is, yeah, there we go, going down. Bosh, just some Sky Lanterns to deal with, and we can deal with these thanks to the fact we actually have flying units. Terracotta Sentinel is pretty outmatched here, surrounded by Bloodletters. Its armour is just taking an absolute beating. It does have a very big health pool, but it's now being attacked on all sides, which it's kind of struggling with a little bit. I just need Hulk Hogan's now up to full health once again, and he is destroying the Sky Lanterns just because they annoy me. I could have ignored them, but after that last battle, I've kind of got a grudge against Sky Lanterns, so they do take an absolute beating, though, don't they? Considering they've only got like 9 melee defense, I feel like they probably should be much easier to destroy than they are. Well, Terracotta Sentinel is almost dead, but more importantly, we're just going to surge down the hill and launch an attack against the survivors. Just like most of the dwarves have actually run away, just the Slayers still sticking around. We're going to bring in some Bloodletters to help out. Who are going to then murder the Slayers pretty easily, and then we're going to move on to kill the missile infantry down there, backed up by the Fleshhounds, who have arrived to join the party because they're a little bit faster than everyone else. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fairly conclusive. Hulk Hogan there just suplexing everyone, or doing other moves. Don't replenishment, more skulls, more money. Again, got quite a lot of money right now. I guess I'll take the skulls.
Celebrate with slaughter. Exalted.
I'm still not 100% sure what Ungrim was doing over here, but he dead now.
Slaughter.
Boop. No, I booped him.
Give me your skull.
What trait do we get for kit? It's anti-large, isn't it? Sea Dragon Buckler, melee attack, spell resistance to missiles. Oh, that's going to be quite useful for Hulk Hogan. He does tend to run into a lot of missile fire. He quite likes it, probably. Anyway, let's get spread corruption, so we can spread that lovely corn corruption. And we got, what's it going up? +7 a turn. We still have numerous enemy armies. Ugh. At least all the blood hosts are dead. I don't have to worry about them anymore. did disarm. It did actually move into range, and it marched. Which is unfortunate for little Valmir von Rukov here, because Skarbrand hasn't had anyone to play with for a while, so we're going to go and play with Val. Have we killed Valmir before? Genuinely can't remember, but we're going to kill him again. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.